Just to be able to play in the league, but they
Yeah.
can't make money on a U.S. team without the
Yeah.
P1 visa.
Exactly.
Yeah, but and teams are chomping at the bit from what I've heard. Utica is talking to a player. So we'll see what happens. I don't know who it is.
Oh, come on, FC Fanatic.
Oh, so Steve Squire said they specifically said the players could sign long-term deals with any team, no loans.
That's kind of cold-blooded, man.
Kind of crazy, but I would think the players and the teams, like Monterey and Sonora, will go to players saying, "Hey, you have a home here forever with this contract, whatever. So if you want to go somewhere and make it a one-year deal, come back, that's fine. Otherwise, you have a long-term, home here." But yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane. I don't know how. I mean, granted, if all the players do leave, there's no doubt in my mind, Sonora, Monterrey, and Chihuahua will restructure and make a new team because there's so many players down there. So many players.
Yeah, and it's sad to see all of these good players possibly have nowhere to play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look all over. You got in Sonora, you've got Enrique Cañas. I mean, Monterrey's got Brian Aguilar, Damian Garcia. Yeah, him.
Rojas and Sonora.
Yeah, I mean, the list goes on and on. So, like, what if like the roles were reversed? I mean, what if the U.S. shut down? I mean, all of these players would have no home to play.
I hate to break it to you, the U.S. shut down years ago.
Well, yeah, but you know what I'm saying. I just think I think that you're going to see some sort of maybe like an extended like LMFR maybe. Maybe they kind of extend it into the winter. Maybe they could do something similar. I don't know, but.
Oh, you missed it, Matt. I was saying that they want to. What they said in their announcements is that they want to set up friendlies or possibly join leagues down there.
I mean that's a great idea, and I think the MASL should do something to kind of brand that as well. If they're talking, they're international. I mean, Canada and Mexico and this, that, and the other thing. We just lost Mexico.
Yeah.
Why not branch off? I mean, we've got M1, M2, M3. Maybe have MASL Mexico or something like that.
They should just partner with Liga Mexicana de Fútbol Rápido.
Yeah, something along those lines, so we can see these guys if they don't get to play in the U.S. Get to see them play in some sort of capacity.
Well, yeah. I mean, we were talking about kind of back when this whole craziness started. We were talking about the all-star, the players of the season teams. What am I trying to say? Top teams, first, second, third teams, and the reason that there weren't a lot of Monterey players because they were all so damn good.
Yeah.
And so now you have all these players that could be all-stars on any other team are going to be free market. It's kind of, I mean, I understand where the league's coming from, saying you can't just, you have to open up kind of your market. But a couple of years ago when Kansas City almost kind of had issues and almost folded, they released all the players from their contracts. The league said, okay, all the players are, and that's when Palmer's and
Matingu went to
Tacoma.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they came back the next year because those guys are all have their roots in Kansas City and things like that. But it's scary to think, like the Orlando. Look what happened at the Orlando in the Tom Traxler interview again. Like the top half of that team all left because the MASL said you're free to sign to whatever team you want. Go.
Yeah.
You can go talk to whoever you want. You're going to be free agents right now. And I mean, the top half of that team just vanished.
I think though with Mexico, it's going to be a little tricky due to the visas.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was my question early on. Like, as a team, obviously you don't have to pay anyone, so it's not a matter of financial. If you sign a Mexican player and they can't play, you don't have to pay them. So it's not that. But strategy wise, you go after Brian Aguilar, you're obviously going to make a giant hole for him on your team to fill. Well, do you go after him, and then what happens if he can't play? And then do you fill that hole with other players? And then if he comes in, then what? Then there's this. It's just kind of a weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of what ifs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay.
This has been In The Box. Make sure you're subscribed and you hit that bell icon so you can follow along as we put out new clips of our live show. And if you want to catch our live show, make sure you head over to our Facebook group page. We have a Friday night live show every Friday, 8:30 Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time. Now, we'll be there unless something happens.
Get up, everybody get up, everybody get up, everybody get down, everybody get up, everybody get up.